Jeremy Ryan reporting from Defending Wisconsin Political Action Committee, www.defendingwisconsin.org. I just wanted to introduce this video real quick. The first part is from last night. That shows when we got kicked out of the assembly, how Jeff Fitzgerald was whining like a little baby and saying, "Take them out, they're holding signs." He didn't say exactly that, but it was pretty foolish what he did say. And then we move on to Wisconsinite footage of today when we're being taken out. What we were doing was we were holding a copy of the Constitution. Here, I'll get one. This right here is exactly what we are holding. This right here. This is what we are holding. This and only this. And it's a copy of the U.S. Constitution, and we were holding it silently. We were removed by Alberta Darling's order. Apparently the Constitution scares many of the members of the Joint Finance Committee. So here's what we're doing. Tomorrow, Thursday, at 11 a.m., room 412 east of the Capitol, we're going to do it again. Now, no legislators really stuck out for us this time. I do urge you, you citizens, to call Senator Lena Taylor's office, Senator Bob Jauch's office, Representative Michelle Schilling's office, and Representative Grigsby's office, and ask them to take a stand next time we're removed. I mean, I think this policy can be ended pretty quickly if legislators actually start making statements when we're removed from these meetings. And it's completely unconstitutional. I mean, if you're going to kick us out for holding a copy of the Constitution, how much farther does it go? When do we go any further? We were kicked out, and then we were told we couldn't come back in, but we were told we weren't given a ticket. They said they were going to arrest us. We were told we weren't given a ticket, and that was that. So we went in the other door. I'm like, no, I'm going to go back in. So we went in the other door. I was wearing my Liberate Fitzwalker stand shirt. You can get that at Amsterdam and Madison. I believe there's one on Willie Street and one on Gilman Street. You know, how far does this have to go? This is completely unconstitutional. They're afraid of it. You can't even hold the Constitution in a committee meeting. And so, you know, I'm urging you to call the representatives of the Joint Finance Committee, the Democratic representatives, and ask them to speak out next time, because tomorrow will be the next time. At 11 a.m., I'm going back in with the Constitution, and I'm going to do it again. Jeremy Ryan reporting from Defending Wisconsin Political Action Committee, www.defendingwisconsin.org. Enjoy this video, folks.
Gentlemen, could you please hold your remarks? Can the sergeant staff please remove the three folks on my left side of the gallery? We have a prohibition about holding up signs, so they can go. Gentleman from the 23rd.
Well, in conclusion, Mr. Chairman, I would...
From 35 years of commitment and support of cooperatives and agricultural policy, is there something else going on? No, are you glued to my words here, or is there a distraction? I could read the Constitution, but I want to get back to it's just
important piece of paper.
If that's what you believe it is, but
so we're holding here a copy of the. So we can't come back in. We're not getting cited or arrested.
Nope. Well, we were arrested. We're now being quote
we're now being quote unarrested. Okay, I'll be back in later. Charge me with trespassing. Should we go in the other door?
You're using now. I really don't care. Say you or you're going to jail. I'm telling you, you're staying out.
Going to jail for what?
Going to jail for what?
For what?
For holding the Constitution in a budget hearing.
Kicked you out of here before, and you're not coming back in.
Tried to kick us out before.
You had absolutely no grounds to kick us out.
The chairman doesn't have individual say over our actions.
Yeah.
She has say as to what's going on.
Okay. See these guys here? Head towards them. Quit shoving. Okay. On you. Keep going to.
What's going on here?
No, I'm just kicking them out.
No, Jeremy's coming too. Come on, Jeremy.
Yeah. So am I arrested?
You're gonna come down to the police department.
Okay, I'm not gonna play these pussyfoot games that you always play. If you're arrested, you get out of the meeting. You say we're under arrest to get us out of the meeting, and then all of a sudden, oh, no, well, you're just not free to come in. What's the deal? What's going on here?
You're out of there. Simple as that. And you're gonna get a citation for coming back in.
For trespassing?
No, for disorderly conduct. Because I had to physically remove you when you wouldn't listen to my orders to move back out.
Well, the chairman, we were just holding a constitution. The chairman, to the best of my knowledge, does not have the ability to say who can be in there and who cannot for holding a constitution.
Well, you can take that up with her.
Well, no, because you're the one using physical force.
She's the one that requested me no. The reason that I turn around and turn your Segway and push the other guy back is you didn't listen to me.
Yeah, but you were illegally telling me to leave.
Well, you can debate that at a later time.
You can debate that at a later time. Well, the meeting's going on now. The meeting's going on now. It's not going on at a later time.
Why don't you come in? You probably know your way around, dog.
Yeah, I do. I also know when to duck.
Was because one of your officers refused to identify himself yesterday while he was making an arrest. So I figured since he didn't have to identify himself while he was committing an illegal act, I sure as sin don't need to identify myself when I'm committing a legal one.
That's probably something for the judge, you should run by the judge.
Yes, sir.
Mitch, do
Well, when
you
am I
need,
gonna get
which
to
one
talk
are
to
you
the
ready,
judge?
Jeremy?
I have to
Here's
work
a
in the
copy.
morning.
These two guys.
Here's a copy of Jeremy's last ticket, so you can just take
Is
it
it the
off.
same
there.
court date?
Probably, you got this
Yeah,
yesterday?
June 3rd,
You
yeah.
got this yesterday?
That's either yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah,
one of the two.
you can just take everything off there. Yeah, he's got no ID, Mitch, so,
He doesn't?
no.
Can you play 40 questions and find out who he is?
Sure can.
The reason why I didn't bring my ID was because one of your arresting officers yesterday, when he was arresting Arthur, refused to identify himself, as did the rest of them. So I feel that since they deemed it unnecessary to identify themselves while committing an illegal act, I don't need to identify myself while committing a legal one.
Okay, well, here's the thing. This is as legal as it gets, and what I'm doing here is just what I have to do. And
Well, what you're doing is illegal, but that's not determined until civil court.
some of your choices could be, I think you should identify yourself, because I'll certainly identify myself to you.
And I appreciate that greatly, actually.
Otherwise, we have other alternatives, you know?
Like what?
Like take you over to the jail and print you on the machine.
Okay.
Or book you in as a John Doe until we can get
And
you
what happens if
identified.
I'm booked in as a John Doe?
Then I guess you sit over there.
For how long? Because I have to work in the morning.
Well, you're gonna have to stay until we
Until
positively
we
identify.
get a positive ID on you. I mean, you can just tell us your information, because this is a civil matter, it's not a criminal thing, or you can sit over there, because we're not going to sit all day with you to try and identify you.
There's a lot of arrests and unarrests going on. I'm not sure if that
noticed
falls
that.
under the false arrest statute or not.
We'll definitely have to look into that.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too difficult.
I have that option, you know.
Which
Right.
option?
The option to arrest you and then unarrest you.
But I mean, it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. You continue to arrest
And-
and unarrest.
That's the thing
Well,
too.
see,
I mean,
I can use a lot of force to get you to what I want you to do. When I have a violation of an order.
What was our violation?
We violated
the
Alberta
chairman
Darling's order.
Who has the authority in that room?
That's the violation he's referring to.
asked me to
Doesn't seem
have
like a
you removed
violation.
from the room.
Doesn't seem like because the only thing we did was
Hold the Constitution.
Okay.
a copy of the Constitution, which can't even really be classified as a sign. And she just didn't like it,
I'm
and
not
she can't.
disputing it.
No, I understand where you're coming from, but
What
at the
if-
same time, it's not like it's her own private little club. She can't just decide, well, he has that, they can't be in here. This is our government.
So you were in the meeting the whole entire time. For the record, we were silent this whole time. We were holding our sign, as she called it. We'll dispute that, but for now, it's a copy of the Constitution. But we'll call it a sign just to give you some leeway. And Alberta Darling said we had to go because we were holding our sign, which was in fact a copy of the Constitution.
We were there for the initial startup, and then they sent it off to recess briefly, and then it was brought back in session.
Mm-hmm.
And you had your sign before that. I had my sign after the recess, and we sat in there 20 to 30 minutes, probably at least, after the reconvening of the meeting.
But you removed us and kicked us out strictly because Alberta Darling had said that you had to remove us and kick us out for the rest of the day, correct?
See, I don't go up there and
make
a judgment on what's going on in legislative offices.
No, but she
called someone over.
I take it on a complaint from the legislator and the instruction from them, because that is their
but you were instructed.
I'm not judging anybody's conduct in that.
Okay, that's fine. But you were instructed to remove us, and we weren't able to come back, correct?
Well, when I remove you, I'm gonna tell you, don't come back.
Okay. You were instructed to remove us from Alberta Darling, correct?
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
By her staff.
By her staff, which was told by her, obviously. Otherwise,
She's the
no one would have
committee
said it.
chairman, and she, I guess, is the authority in that room.
All right, that's fine.
Based on the fact that the belief that I have is that she's in charge of that committee room, and she has the...
She's in charge of the
She has the order of the committee room, and if that...
So the committee room is a dictatorship.
Your behavior was such that it was disturbing the committee, then she has the authority to throw
Well, it wasn't disturbing the committee, it was disturbing her. All we were doing was silently holding a Constitution. You were there the whole time.
I understand that. I understand what your argument is. But, well, I was telling you had to come with me out of the room because I had to talk to you out there. So that's why I didn't arrest you, because I didn't really
Then if you didn't arrest us, why did you say when we were outside that we were being unarrested?
Well, because isn't that what I had to do to get you out of the room?
You
asked me if you were under arrest.
So just do anything you have to do to get us out of the room so that you can keep us out. No, because your intent from the beginning was to say we couldn't come back.
Right.
So you're going to do anything you can to get us out.
What I wasn't going to have you do is come right back in after I took you out there. That, in and of itself, would have been more disorderly. For this?
Disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct, same thing.
At
DOA Administrative Code.
To get you to leave.
Well, actually...
You had no right to tell us to leave in the first place, so...
You just admitted that you pushed us.
Well, yeah, there's no doubt about that. I passively pushed you out. I mean, I didn't have to... If I would have used force, I'm pretty certain I could have used a lot more force than I used. But...
Well, you could just use an EMP and I'd be down.
A what?
An EMP. Take out all electric signals.
It's an electromagnetic pulse.
Yeah. It takes out all electronics.
Any solid state electric.
I don't want something to happen to you.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
Well, yeah, I know. And I mean, this isn't me versus you. I don't have a problem with you. I don't. And if I did, I'd let you know. And you already know that because I've already let Mail know. And, you know, me and Officer Seifert have gotten over our problems. But we had problems in the beginning, and I was very vocal about it. I wasn't, you know, I'm not the type of person that's going to have a problem with someone and just sit here and pretend like I don't. I don't have a problem with you. What I have a problem with is the fact that you follow orders, like all the police follow orders like sheep, even though they're illegal orders, and you don't even look into whether they're legal or illegal or not. In law enforcement matters, and Mike Hibbs doesn't have any law enforcement experience, let alone any type of degree whatsoever. And so